All right, again, this is your first fight of the night on the fight card for Wild Bill's Fight Night Amateur Bout Mixed Martial Arts. Introducing right now in the blue corner at 25 years of age, at a height of 5'7", a weight of 155 pounds, with a record of no wins, no losses, debut fight from Savannah, Georgia, fighting for Champion Training Center. Blue corner is Isaac Moreno. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner at 30 years of age, at a height of 5'7", also weighing in at 155 pounds, with a record of 1 win and 1 loss, from Douglasville, Georgia, fighting for Knuckle Up, red corner, Greg Lawrence. And your referee for this bout will be Mr. George Yurden. Welcome to round 1, Wild Bills. Come on, man. Let me hear you scream.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Wild Bill's Fight Night. I'm James Thorpe, here with Kevin Gittermeyer. We got 155ers in the ring, Kevin.
Yeah, one of them's 0-0, debut fight against a 1-1 fighter.
Now, this guy, Isaac Moreno, is trained by Mushin Corby. That's been on Elite XC, Showtime. Pretty good fighter, so.
That was with the blue shin pads?
Yep, that's him.
Oh, they're both throwing pretty good.
Real good sprawl there by Greg Lawrence.
Yeah, we see this a lot with amateurs. They come in pretty hot and heavy, as long as they don't burn themselves out. This looks pretty tight.
Looks like he's trying to get to his guard, maybe. Or...
Greg Lawrence on top. Trying to fatigue his opponent. A little bit of a side choke there. Isaac desperately trying to recover guard, but
he's got the half guard. That's a start.
Now Isaac tried to come up behind him. He still got the underhook. He may do it.
Looking for an armbar here. And he might have this. He's doing a good job of stacking him. Doing a real good job of escaping that armbar there.
They get transitions by both guys. I mean, these guys are showing a lot of talent to be relative newcomers. Good composure, too.
Good combinations there by Moreno. Oh, they're trading.
Yeah, Greg's got a nice little uppercut. Moreno's throwing some good straight punches, mixing up with the kicks. Greg's looking for that uppercut, though, for sure. Isaac may be a little better on the ground. It looked like he wanted to pull guard there. He's got the underhook, but he's really got to be careful here.
Well, he's got to be feeling confident.
Oh, nice sweep. Yeah, he had nice transitions from his back. Apparently he's pretty good. Now we get to see him from his top position, see how good he is. He's here in side mount. Now, see, I like what he's doing there.
Good control. Only thing is, with the amateur rules, he's not allowed to strike at all to the
There's not a lot he can do. He can fatigue his opponent, and he can drop some knees, which is what he started to do. But I like the way when he was in side mount, there's a good pass on the triangle. I like when he was in side mount, he put his weight on his opponent.
Looks like he might be trying knee on belly here.
If nothing else, he can fatigue him a little bit, establish some dominance in the judge's eyes. There's a 10-second. He wants to finish kind of strong with a little bit of flurry to the body. There's not a lot he can do, but he can't lose the position. He'll cinch the round if he keeps the position.
Looking for America.
Now, I'm not sure if he thought he was going to get that, but it looks good in the judges.
You said earlier this was a debut fight for Moreno, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, he's showing a whole lot of skill, man, for being his first fight.
Yeah, he's showing a lot of good composure from the ground, and he got caught with a few uppercuts there. Never seemed to rattle him too bad. He didn't panic.
All right, here we go, round 2. Amateur fight at 155. Isaac Moreno and Greg Lawrence.
We can see the shin pads and the thicker gloves with the amateurs. No striking to the face on the ground. I landed a good solid uppercut there. You'll see a lot of these amateurs, they go more for submissions here instead of ground and pound because they can't hit to the face on the ground. They can strike and knee to the body.
Yeah,
so they get to work on control, position, and much less likely to get injured.
Well, if anything, you know, it kind of helps them to be very composed on the ground and work at things instead of, you know, bouncing around like a spaz.
Now Greg's got full mount here. He's looking for an arm triangle, it looks like.
It's going to be kind of hard to get with the arm in that position.
Yeah, especially from mount. He may get rolled here because Isaac did roll him in round one, was able to sweep him. And it's difficult with those shin pads. Sometimes a grapevine.
Yeah, you would think a lot of things would be difficult, like a triangle choke. You know, you think that'd be a little difficult to get.
Now, if nothing else, though, he's making Isaac carry a lot of weight here. Establishing dominance with the judges. A lot of fighters expend a lot of energy when they're caught here in mount. There's actually, in an amateur fight, there's not a lot the opponent can do, but punch you to the body and try an armbar. Side mount with amateur rules is a much better position. You can drop a lot of knees, put actually more weight on your opponent.
You think maybe there ought to be more stand-ups in the amateur fights?
Yeah, definitely so, just because you can do less on the ground. I think, you know, not when a guy's in such a dominant position as this, full mount, but, you know, you and I have both seen fights where the guy gets to take down at the start of the round and lays in the guard for the entire round. You're kind of robbing the fighters and the fans, both. There should be more stand-ups if there's a stalemate in the action.
Because I mean, I just don't really see a whole lot going on. I mean, I don't see any, you know, real strong-willed attempts at passing the guard by Greg Lawrence.
Yeah, Greg was in mount, but now that he got caught back in half guard, if Isaac can get him back in full guard and lock him down, he may be able to persuade the right. There, almost a good sweep there, but he's got the underhook. If he can get his hips out and stand up, he's got to be careful for the choke, but that's not 10 seconds left in the round. Now, that's a pretty tight choke. I think he'll make it through the round, though. It looks like a 1-1.
Wild Bill's Fight Night going to round 3.
This third round may be the deciding round.
Yeah, I can agree with that one apiece. All right, here we go at round 3.
Greg Lawrence, you know, he's 1-1, so he's got 2 fights under his belt. That may not seem like a lot, but it makes a difference.
I think the winner of this round gets it. But you never know what the judges are, you know, like. Or
yeah, I think Isaac's corner probably told him he can't be on bottom. Not in an amateur
Superman
fight.
Punch there. Front kicks. Isaac's trying to keep his distance a little bit, trying to measure. I like to see some jabs out of Moreno.
Yeah.
Mouthpiece gone.
Mouthpiece is out. The ref needs to stop that. Let him get his mouthpiece back in. Yeah, Greg's got a good uppercut. Moreno's going to want to keep his distance and jab. He's got a pretty good jab. He's got pretty good straight punches. And his inside kicks getting a little slower now. It was crisp in round 1. But he needs to keep his distance, throw straight punches.
And he almost seems to kind of freeze up when Lawrence comes forward, you know. Use a little more side-to-side movement, you know.
Yeah, he's got to watch out for those uppercuts. Greg is just vicious in the clinch.
Wow.
He's got to get out of that.
Moreno's getting worked in his clinch.
Yeah, he is. You either grab hold of him or cut and escape. One or the other. You can't stay right there in the pocket with the guy.
Moreno really needs to utilize his jab.
It looks like Moreno's starting to wind down a little bit.
Moreno's really got to get a little bit more aggressive here, man.
Yeah, he's getting slow. He's fatigue starting to set in. All those punches are soft, and Greg's turning it up. Now he must feel something there. He must feel like he's got that. It's a little bit risky in the third round when this round could dictate the fight, but he must have felt it.
I really wish that these guys could punch on the ground. You know.
Well, we've got some pro fights coming up later in the night.
Yeah. Going after a leg here.
Yeah.
Could be a knee bar or a heel hook.
What's the amateur rules on leg locks?
I'm not sure.
Me neither.
I'm not sure.
We might find out right here. See, Greg's still throwing hard punches here.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of
I will
staying
say,
on top and being in control.
He's got good control considering Isaac gets that underhook every time. And Greg's able to stuff
10
that
seconds
sweep.
to go.
He wants to finish strong here. A pass would be good. He's just wide open.
All right, that is the fight. Now we gotta wait for
A real good showing by Isaac Moreno on his first fight. Not quite enough to take it, but a real good showing.
Remember, you can check out these fights on Comcast Channel 1 on demand, along with Inside Punch, starring David Oblast.
You know, Greg really doesn't look that winded.
No, I mean, he did a good job, you know, of controlling the fight. I mean, he pretty much dictated where the fight was going to be.
Yeah, I tell you what, he looked pretty strong in the clinch too. The way he grabbed the back of the head through uppercuts. The only thing you have to worry about there is the takedown. He clearly wasn't afraid of the takedown.
Well, I definitely think he did enough to win this fight.
I'm going to go ahead and call it. Maybe the judges won't make me a liar.
Yeah. Got a packed house here tonight at Wild Bill's Fight Night.
All right, fighters to the center ring.
All the fans seem to be enjoying everything.
With our referee, George Yurden. Again, that was the first fight of the night. Amateur mixed martial arts. It was scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds, and it went the distance. So let's hear it for both fighters. The judges called it 29-28, 29-28, 29-28. All cards A, B, and C. Unanimous decision in your winner, red corner, Greg Lawrence. Greg